Hello. We're live. We are live. Hello. I'm back. Tier list. Been a minute. I was sick for seriously 9 days. I'm still coming down with it, but all I'm doing now is coughing and sneezing and blowing my nose a ton, so I'm here to record. You missed a few days on the uploads. It's my fault. Won't happen again. I'm here today with a tier list on ranking every team how they did based on their expectations, my expectations, the public's expectations. I think a lot of teams overperformed, some underperformed. Fun video. I wanted to do players, and I think I will, but I need to do a little bit more research first because obviously I wasn't sitting there like watching every single match. So felt like it was unfair for me to do that because my knowledge wouldn't be the best on that at the moment. But teams I can do. Major was sick. We got third. I already talked about that in the vlog, which will be linked in the description. If you want to hear more about my thoughts on the major from our team, go watch that. If not, watch this. But let's go ahead and get started. We will start with the minor region teams. And we will start with Detonator. 0-3. Took a game based on their expectations. I'll give that a what's the middle? B. So B would be an average. I'll give them an A. Taking a game, never been done before. I respect it a ton. Against FaZe, nonetheless, the best player in the world, first killer. So put him there. Team Secret. Took G2-5. Pretty good, but didn't actually make it out of groups. So give it a C, I guess. C or B. You can put that anywhere. They had flashes of brilliance. No Jacob. Sad looked really good. Sadness looked really good. I'm excited to see more of that team, hopefully in London. Who next? Sandrock. Sadly. I know. KCP. I like this. Expectations. Not high. Taking BDS to 5. I will put them above average. They played great. Banana Head is going to be a staple in Australian Rocket League. That's the weirdest sentence I've ever said. I hope I never have to say it again. But Banana Head's really good. So shout out KCP. Next we got Furia. Expectations, I think a top 6 is an S. First South American team to make a top 8 at Worlds. Don't quote me, but I think. And I mean, Yanx, how do you pronounce his name? Goated. One of the best minor region players that Rocket League's ever seen. So shout out Kyle and Card 2. It's not inconsistent. Super consistent. Really good mechanically. They were just on point. Next, do we have another? Oh, minor region team. Renegades. What'd they do? Not great. Swept Furia, but I mean, losing to Endpoint and NRG was expected. So I mean, I guess that's an average land for them. It just sucks that group was so good because Furia popped off. So unfortunate for them. That team's, they're just consistent. Like, that is a consistent Australian team at every LAN, basically, and they always played the same. So, shout out CJ. Only Nene and EU left now. Teams I know a lot about, so I kind of ran through those teams, but we will start with, we'll start with Europe, sure. Start with EG. Top 8, and then got beat by BDS, correct? I think. Yeah, beat Dig. Yeah, right. Okay. Top 8 is for them, I'd say, exceeding expectations. I mean, no one expected them to beat Dig. If coming in the tournament, you said EG was playing Dig, 95% of the people would have said Dig. So, shout out to EG. Catalysm. Sorry. Catalysm is very, 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 very good, and you will see a lot more of him. Rizek, super cool guy. He was seriously walking in just everyone's practice room and hanging out with everyone. Rizek was cool. I didn't talk much to Ivan, but he talked a little. Seemed pretty chill. We will go with, who we go next? Okay, so top 2, much exceeding expectations for a lot of people. A lot of people, like myself, had them pegged down a little bit just because they did so good online, but super young. LAN team, never played LAN. Who knows what could happen. I had them finishing top 6. I got that 5-6. So top 2, I think, is exceeding expectations heavy. Next, we will go with Endpoint. Tough major. I mean, they looked great until they didn't. Losing to Furia in that like winners match is tough. So, and then losing to FaZe, I believe in first round. Yeah, FaZe. I will put them at a C below average because they did beat NRG. Yeah, like, it was okay. Yeah. Endpoint lost Fury twice. We will put them in C, because I didn't expect them to do too much. FaZe is a good team. Fury was a really good team, beating NRG. Put them a little below average, but not too below average. Next we have, we'll put Dignitas. This is one of the biggest disappointments of the major, I think. Most 90% of people had them topping my group, our group. We ended up beating them, and then they lost to EG, which is, I mean, was the worst team from Europe. That's a rough major. I think Joru's played decent. I think him and Scrub played okay. Not to their standards, but not horrible. And I think Jack had a rough LAN, but hey, Jack's young. They're all young. They're all going to have a ton of LANs. It's just one LAN. They'll be fine. Hopefully getting a coach helps them a little bit. Next, we have last EU team, the BDS. Yeah, I mean, making crowd, sorry, but losing. Wait. EG didn't lose to BDS. BDS, sorry, this is like all off the fly, like all off the dome right now. Nothing scripted. Hadn't even looked at them at the like bracket or anything. It's 3 a.m. Cut me some slack. But BDS going to groups, beating EG, beating Secret, losing G2 game 5 overtime. Could have gone either way. Now to put them top 6 instead. Play Pioneers, almost lose, and then get absolutely murdered by FaZe. That team getting 7th, 8th should probably be D, but just because of like how close it was, like one goal against G2 decided like the entire group, and then a tough loss for FaZe, I'll put it at C. It should be like a C minus. I wouldn't put it as bad as Dignitas, but yeah, no. You can argue either. NA now, on to the major region. 3 teams in the top 4. Beautiful, beautiful region. We will start with the lowest placing one, NRG. I think a lot of teams expected them to win it or get top 2 or top 3, and they didn't make the LAN. Speaks for itself. D tier. We will go with V1 next. Definitely exceeded expectations. Beast Mode had a crazy first LAN. Comp played really well. Torment played really well. Getting first in that death group was super impressive. Playing bracket, they could have beat us. That series could have gone either way. Sorry. And then their Queso series could have gone either way. So playing us could have gone either way. Playing FaZe in the lower bracket could have gone either way. You know, can't. That's a good major for them. I'm proud of those guys. On to the FaZe clan. I think fourth. Sorry, is a average placing for them. I think that's what a lot of people expected. Maybe a little higher than some people expected, but great team. Really tough group stage, but they had an overperforming V1 and Queso in it. So it's a hard group, but super crazy lower bracket run. Shout out them. Space Station Gaming. I'll put us at S. I will say the majority of people thought we weren't even making it not out of groups. A lot of people didn't even think we were going to make it to YouTube Theater. A lot of people didn't think we were making the top 8. They said like 9th, 12th, or maybe 7th, 8th is where we're ending. Getting top 3 showed a lot of those people wrong, I guess. All of us knew we were good. We were good enough to beat anyone, and that's what we proved. So shout out Daniel, shout out Arsenal, shout out Chrome. We put in a ton of work for that. And the G2, I'm going to put it at an A because I had them winning the event anyways. It's weird to not put the winning team at S, but I mean, the people that asked me who I thought was winning the major for like the 2 weeks leading up to it, I said G2 like every time. So shout out those guys. They looked insane before the major. After the major, still look good. They're in a decent spot to, I mean, even contend at London as well. So shout out Atomic. That dude was crazy. J-Nap, Sathy, Chicago. Those were my boys. And they worked really hard for it as well. So if you guys like this video, leave a like, subscribe, comment. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.